book, I Have My Doubts. Through 10 compelling Bible stories, Dr. Eggman tackles the hard questions we all face, like whether God truly keeps his word and if we can trust his character. This exploration shows that wrestling with doubt
This is Dr. Robotic speaking.
It's actually part of the journey. Request your copy with a gift by calling 888-644-8088.
Dr. Eggman, it's me, yourself. I'm from a game dimension.
Anaheim Hills, California.
Dr. Eggman, from a game dimension? Eggman looked at you with an expression of both skepticism and intrigue. Cubot and Orbot exchanged confused glances with one another, their mechanical eyes narrowing in curiosity. Cubot, wait, is he the real you? How is that even possible? Eggman raised an eyebrow, studying you up and down, his mind racing with 1,000 questions.
Well,
Dr. Eggman, wait just a moment! Eggman's impatient voice echoed after you, his annoyance tempered by a hint of curiosity. Cubot and Orbot watched closely, their metallic bodies motionless save for the occasional twitch of an eye. Cubot, where's he going? Is he really from a game dimension? Eggman's brow furrowed, his hand tapping rhythmically against his workbench.
well, yeah, I am. I'm from a game called Sonic RP.
Dr. Eggman Palisonic? Eggman couldn't help but scoff at the name, a slight smirk playing at the corners of his lips. However, That sounds ridiculously childish. What sort of game is this, Palisonic?
It's called Sonic. And it's it's a video game that you can find if your phone inside of Roblox. Well, aren't you gonna talk?
Ridiculous. Doc, 3 phases? What in the world does that mean? He leaned back in his chair, crossing his arms once more, his expression a mixture of skepticism and intrigue.
What?
Dr. Eggman, what do you mean, what? Eggman was growing increasingly irritated by your mysterious and vague responses. The robotic duo, Cubot and Orbot, looked on from their corner, their mechanical eyes shifting back and forth like spectators at a ping-pong match.
Why are you looking like that?
Now you're not making any sense at all. What are you even talking about? Eggman's patience was wearing thin, his temper beginning to surface. The robots in the corner backed away discreetly, anticipating the potential wrath of their master.
I was talking to Orbot and Cube. Not you. Me.
Dr. Eggman! Not me? Eggman's expression morphed from irritation to genuine curiosity. He glanced at Cubot and Orbot, both of whom remained silent. Dr. Eggman, who, pray tell, is Orb on a cube?
I said Orbot and Cubot.
Dr. Eggman, wait just a second. Eggman stood up abruptly, his fists clenching in frustration. The robots took another step back, knowing the signs all too well. Dr. Eggman, you can't just drop hints about a mysterious orb on a cube and then waltz out of here without any explanation.
I said Orbot and Cubot, not Orbot and Cube.
Dr. Eggman, Cubot. Eggman paused for a moment, his irritation slowly giving way to a dawning realization. Orbot and Cubot stood frozen in place, their mechanical bodies still. Dr. Eggman, you've been talking to my robots?
Yeah? Well, technically, I made them in the game world too, but they don't really look like, but one doesn't even look like Cubot. It's like weird. It's like my game world is like where you don't have any cube heads. Like you try to make a character by yourself. You can make Sonic, Tails, Amy, Knuckles, and Fang, Ray, Marty, and and you can color them.
Slow down, slow down. Eggman waved his hands in a desperate attempt to make sense of your rapid-fire explanations. Dr. Eggman, you made Orbot and Cubot? What do you mean by integrate the game world? And what on earth is a Fang Pray Mighty?
Come on, if you're waiting, oh, Mighty and Ray. You know, Ray the Flying Squirrel and Marty the Armadillo. Sonic's friends.
Dr. Eggman the Flying Squirrel? Eggman's brain was reeling. He pinched the bridge of his nose, his expression a mixture of confusion and disbelief. Orbot and Cubot, now forgotten, exchanged a glance, their metallic heads tilting in unison.
Okay, I'm just going to stop talking to me, and I'm gonna leave. Also, I've been recording this inside of the game. Uh, I've been recording this whole conversation.
Dr. Editing this? Wait, hold on. Eggman's voice was almost comical in its desperation, but he couldn't help the growing dread that settled in his chest. Orbot and Cubot perked up at the mention of recording.
Bye, me and Orbon and Cubon. It's been nice chatting with you.
Dr. Eggman, wait. No, you can't just... Eggman's protests were cut off as you abruptly turned around and began to walk away. Cubot stared after you, his metallic head swiveling in confusion. Orbot, ever pragmatic.
Me, would you like to join me in the game world?
Dr. Eggman stood frozen, stunned by your sudden invitation. Cubot's eye widened in curiosity, while Orbot's eyebrow raised imperceptibly.
Would you like to help me take over the world, me?
Eggman's eyes widened, his shock slowly giving way to cautious interest. Dr. Eggman, take over the world? Together?
Yeah, well, the game world. Whether...
Eggman's face broke into a wide grin, his previous irritation replaced by excitement. Dr. Eggman, me and you taking over the world? Now that's a plan I can get behind. Eggman's mind raced with possibility. The prospect of conquering the world with the added aid of his game dimension counterpart was tempting. Orbot and Cubot, sensing their master's intrigue, leaned in closer.
Well, I'm gonna open a portal to the real world for you.
Eggman exchanged a puzzled glance with Orbot and Cubot. They had no clue what you were attempting to convey, but they followed after you nonetheless.
Okay, the portal's open. You can just walk through the screen and enter the world. Just...
Orbot and Cubot's eyes widened in wonder as they approached the portal. Dr. Eggman, his skepticism slowly replaced with curiosity, took a step forward.
Come on. We can take over the game world together. Come on.
Eggman took a deep breath, then stepped through the portal. Orbot and Cubot followed suit. The air around them rippled and shifted, a strange feeling of dislocation washing over them as they crossed into the unknown.
Welcome to Polysonic Greenhouse, where there's a scientist that made portals that lead to his lab and into a weird, crazy dimension in this game world where you can go into a dark world full of weird corrupt crystals.
Dr. Eggman looked around the greenhouse in wonder. The place was bizarre, with turtles and strange machinery everywhere. Orbot and Cubot followed closely behind, their mechanical eyes darting to and fro, taking in the foreign surroundings.
Now let's take over this place. Now take away, sir.
Dr. Eggman nodded, a smirk playing at the corner of his mouth. Taking over this strange world would be a new challenge, but with his intelligence and the unpredictability of the situation, he felt a surge of excitement coursing through him.
Grab a laser and take over the place. Just
Orbot and Cubot exchanged confused glances, not understanding the reference. But Dr. Eggman nodded in satisfaction. He was ready to take on whatever this strange world had in store for him. Robotic assistants cautiously explored the greenhouse, their footsteps echoing softly on the tiled floor. The place was a labyrinthine network of strange machines and bubbling test tubes. Orbot and Cubot looked around in wonder, their mechanical eyes wide with curiosity.
Oh, go by the wind smile.
Raised an eyebrow, intrigued by the name of the segment. He leaned closer to the window, his interest piqued. Orbot and Cubot, oblivious to the significance of the name, stood quietly, their mechanical eyes gleaming in the dim light. Dr. Eggman's attention was immediately caught by the mention of Sonic. He clenched his fists, his annoyance returning at the mention of his arch nemesis. Orbot and Cubot remained neutral, their metallic faces betraying no emotion.
Sonic, what are you doing here? We're just having a little picnic. Get out, Sonic. We're not doing anything evil. Are we, guys?
Dr. Eggman scoffed at the thought of Sonic interfering in his plans once again. He clenched his fists in frustration, his usual annoyance giving way to an icy anger. Orbot and Cubot remained quiet, sensing the tension building in their master's demeanor.
Act like you're not doing anything evil, okay?
It was
Dr. Eggman's temper flared, his face reddening. How dare Sonic accuse him of not doing anything? He was doing plenty, thank you very much. Orbot, sensing their master's rising anger, took a subtle step back, while Cubot remained oblivious to the tension.
Other me, we need to get out of here before Sonic beats us up. Run! Ah!
Dr. Eggman's face paled at the thought of being beaten up by Sonic. He knew that the hedgehog had bested him many times before, and the last thing he wanted was another humiliating defeat. With a panicked cry, he turned and sprinted away from the window, Orbot and Cubot hot on his heels.
Run like the wind, under me! Ah!
Dr. Eggman raced through the maze of corridors, Orbot and Cubot following closely behind. His mind was racing, trying to come up with a plan to avoid Sonic and claim victory. Suddenly, he made a sharp turn and burst into a room filled with various machines and gadgets.
This place looks like we can make a lot of things here. Maybe even a fence system. What do you say, me?
Dr. Eggman ignored Sonic's comments, his gaze fixed on a large machine in the center of the room. He quickly approached it, his fingers flying over the controls. Orbot and Cubot looked on, their metallic eyes wide with anticipation.
Use the machine on Sonic.
Dr. Eggman's eyes gleamed with sinister delight. He had an idea, a plan to finally down Sonic. He began typing on the machine, his fingers moving at lightning speed. Orbot and Cubot watched, intrigued.
Wow! Great job!
Dr. Eggman continued working diligently, adjusting knobs and flipping switches. The machine whirred to life, strange lights flashing on the control panel. He stepped back, a pleased smile on his face. Orbot and Cubot looked on in awe, impressed by their master's ingenuity.
Wow, great job, me! You beat Sonic! I can't believe
Dr. S sensed he was finally going to defeat Sonic. No way he could escape this time. Orbot and Cubot stood nearby, their mechanical eyes fixed on the machine, their anticipation growing with every passing moment.
Wow, it's been nice seeing you guys. We took over the game world. Now nobody can stop us.
Dr. Eggman's expression darkened as you turned to leave. Dr. Eggman, wait! With a few swift strides blocking your path, tall and...
Well, that's the end of the day. One day, you can return.
Dr. Agitation grew at your nonchalant attitude. He clenched his fists, trying to keep his temper in check. Dr. Eggman, you think you can just show up, disrupt my plans, and then leave as you please?
Well, I mean, I could help you defeat yours, Sonic. I mean, like using virtual, using a virtual device to trick him into thinking that he's a turtle. Making him think that we won, and while he's sleeping and just dreaming about that, like controlling his mind.
Dr. Eggman listened intently, his frustration momentarily replaced by curiosity. You were proposing a plan he hadn't considered before. Controlling Sonic's mind seemed almost too good to be true.
Let's do this. Let's go to your world and I can help you.
Failures weighing heavily on him. He knew that he wasn't in use help. Very well. If you truly believe you can assist me in defeating that blast, I'll allow you to return to the world.
Let's make a device that can control his mind right now. Okay.
Dr. Egghead explanation. He looked to Orbot and Cubot, hoping they would provide some insight, but they were as baffled as he was. Dr. Eggman, I'm sorry, what?
I said, let's just go through the portal and make the device, okay? Wow. Sorry for the inconvenience of me saying random things.
Dr. Eggman shook his head, trying to make sense of your words. It was as if you were having a conversation with someone else while conversing with him simultaneously. Dr. Eggman, wait, is someone speaking to you through a speaking? Is it Sonic?
Well, no, I actually don't know who's talking. Sounds like a female, I think. Maybe Amy. Maybe someone else. I don't know.
Dr. Eggman's frustration grew once again. He had enough trouble with Sonic and his friends. Now he had to worry about another individual interfering in his plans. Dr. Eggman, hold on. And who's Alona?
I don't know. Hold on, let me take it off.
Dr. Eggman waited, his patience wearing thin. The room was eerily quiet, save for the whirring and beeping of nearby machines.
Okay, it's turned off. So, let's just go through the portal and take over Sonic's mind. Me? Well, I think that's all for today, folks. So looks like over me, broke. His mind might have broke, sorry, that's all for today. Bye!